Caden, Timothy.
No intro?
That is.
That is the intro. We had the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
You
right.
missed it.
That is the intro now.
I assume you both watched TV shows when you were kids, right?
I wasn't allowed.
You weren't allowed to watch TV.
I wasn't allowed to watch TV shows.
Darn. Well, too bad Caden wins now.
Thank you all so much for watching. We will not be back next week.
What were some TV shows you used to watch as kids?
Timothy, you can go first. I want you to go first.
You actually do?
Yeah.
I want you to go first.
Give me 3 shows you watched as a kid.
3 shows.
3 shows.
I was only allowed to watch 2. No, I'm kidding.
2?
That's the bit, is that I wasn't allowed to watch anything. I really
Caden
did.
gets a point because you weren't allowed to watch TV. So.
Okay. 3 shows. So Liv and Maddie was one that I thought was decent. It was a pretty good show.
Oh, Sophie loved Liv and Maddie
I liked
as a little kid.
I liked
she
it a
watched
lot.
it like 12 times all the way through.
I will say, I know, before we started recording, I made a joke and kind of started a bit that I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob. It wasn't that I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob, it's that we didn't have access to it because we didn't have cable TV. If we did have cable TV, I wouldn't be allowed to watch SpongeBob. But when we went up to my pappy's in Maryland, he has like a whole 3 channels. And one of them...
Whopping 3 channels.
Yeah, a whopping 3 channels. What's another one that I really enjoyed? I was a big Curious George fan. Like, I really liked that show. I'm just now realizing I had a pretty sad childhood because
Oh my gosh.
I didn't watch very much.
Childhood.
Most of the stuff that I watch, which there are some shows that I agree with my parents, like just brain rot, should not be watched. A lot of the... I'm going to offend some people. It's okay. A lot of the Cartoon Network shows, I personally think, not all of them,
really.
a lot of the Cartoon Network shows are brain rot, in my opinion. Like, they're just no value
Right to it.
whatsoever. It's just, it's there to make a small child laugh. And that's it. We just lost 5 listeners. Something that my parents did that I do think is a really good thing. We weren't allowed to watch shows where the families hate each other. And let me define the families hate each other. Constantly making fun of one another, constantly bashing people, constantly disagreeing, constantly lying or like cheating things. Like, it was definitely relaxed.
Pretty much most Disney Channel original TV shows.
All Nickelodeon shows and a lot of Disney shows. So, like, for example, in Liv and Maddie, they roasted each other, but they made up. Like, they made up, and it was clear they loved each other.
Yeah.
But they ticked each other off. That's how families work a lot of times. Is, you know, you love each other, but occasionally you don't want to speak to one another. I completely understand that. That's perfectly fine. That's why we were allowed to watch Liv and Maddie. Kicking It is another one.
Well, you never see their families in that one.
Yeah,
So.
True. But, like, as a friend group, you know, occasionally they disagree with each other. Occasionally they get a little bit mad.
They always make it better.
They make fun of Jerry because Jerry's an idiot. But that's like, he knows he's an idiot and is aware.
He knows he's an idiot. He's aware of that.
So, Kicking It's another one that I watched, and I really, really enjoyed Kicking It, come to think of it. Except for season 4.
Except the last season,
Kicking It was a show that I grew up on.
What were some shows you watched as a kid?
I have 4.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go
No,
ahead.
I'm done. Go ahead.
When I was
Because I
young-
can't think of any more. No, Lone Ranger. I watched the Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger.
Really?
I watched the Lone Ranger.
I thought I was the only child who watched the Lone
Parents weren't allowing me to watch SpongeBob, but I can watch robbers be shot.
So when I was younger, I would watch Elmo. Like Elmo's
Oh,
World.
yeah,
I would
that's
watch
right.
that
We had a
so
plant in my
much.
house.
I would watch The Amazing World of Gumball and
Didn't
Teen
watch
Titans
that.
Go a lot. I'd watch
Didn't
those 2 a
watch that.
lot. And then Austin and Ally. I loved that show so much.
Yeah, we watched
It
that
was
a
so
lot.
good.
I watched a lot of off-the-wall shows when I was little. Like, I bet neither of you have probably heard of Johnny and the Sprites.
Never.
I don't.
Didn't think so.
No.
What
Sophie
about...
doesn't approve.
I know. What about... Okay, this one's going to really make Sophie mad if y'all don't know this one. The Backyardigans.
Oh, I love. Okay,
You watched the
hold on
Backyardigans?
one sec. Hold
you
on
watch
one
the
sec.
Backyardigans?
We
I
gotta
don't think so.
brace for this because the
No.
Backyardigans. There was a short period where I was like 7 or 8. Favorite show. Could sing all the songs.
Oh, yeah,
saw
definitely.
all the episodes because we had them on DVD. So we didn't have cable as a kid, so
We
I
had
didn't.
cable.
I didn't watch. I didn't watch things. I watched things on DVD, and we got like the Backyardigan box set. Oh my gosh!
Oh.
You just brought back so many core memories.
That's
Doggone.
1 point for knowing the Backyardigans. Fraggle Rock.
What?
Did you watch Fraggle Rock?
What? Fraggle Rock?
I can't say that I have.
Man.
You've seen Fraggle Rock?
Fraggle
Kael
Rock is like
knows.
the
Kael
Muppets,
knows.
but better.
Really?
Yes.
Do I need to go home and
You
watch
need to go
Fraggle
home
Rock?
and watch
I'm
Fraggle
not
Rock.
gonna go home and watch Fraggle Rock.
I
Dude.
just remember this one time we went through the drive-thru at Zaxby's, took it home, and ate and watched Fraggle Rock in the living room at the Red House.
That's a core memory for you.
Yeah.
That sounds
Core
like that's a
memory.
core memory.
Of course, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Wasn't allowed to
Oh.
watch it. I'm just kidding. We didn't have cable. That's why I didn't see it.
Jungle Junction. Did you watch that?
Never heard of it.
Chuggington?
Oh wait,
That's a different one, but did you watch Chuggington? About the trains on, I think, was it a Disney Junior show?
I watched Thomas the Tank.
I was about to say
Didn't watch
Thomas and
Thomas.
Friends or whatever. it's
Yeah,
called. I watched
I didn't
that.
watch that. I watched Chuggington.
I didn't watch Thomas
was-
much, and it was when I was a lot younger. This was like 3 or 4, so basically on the edge of
Thomas.
I don't remember it. But I watched. I was an average Thomas enjoyer.
We also watched, you remember watching Horseland?
I watched a lot of horse
Like-
movies. I watched a lot of horse movies. Ellie went through
Ellie's
a
horse
phase.
phase.
Ellie went through a phase.
I did used to watch like one anime thing, and it was Beyblade Burst.
Okay,
I'd watch that a lot.
that's fair.
But that was when I was like a lot younger, like 7 or 8.
I watched a lot of Power Rangers.
Oh,
yeah,
my
yeah.
god.
Like, I
Oh
went through
man,
a
Power
Rangers
Rangers.
phase.
Oh
Core
my
memory
god.
unlocked, dude.
I watched all of them, I think, except Mystic Force. I didn't watch that one, but I think I watched every single one of the
Okay.
other ones. There were 2 of them that were the best. Well, I guess more than 2, but the Mighty Morphin ones, like that whole saga with all those people, that one, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the
Dino Rangers.
I remember the Dino
that one
Rangers.
was good, but the Dino one, the Dino Thunder one with the 3 of them, that one was really good, and the Jungle Fury.
Oh yeah, I
With the
like
little
Jungle.
orbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Those 3 were the favorites. Samurai was good too, but I didn't like those as much as the other ones.
Really?
Yeah, I mean I liked it, but it.
So that,
Really?
really? I really liked Samurai.
I really liked Samurai too, but those other 3 were better.
I am not gonna lie. That's the first TV show I binged. I got sick one day. I had the flu when I was younger, and I watched the entire show
Man.
in 2 days. Like every waking minute of the day went into that, and that's the first time I had ever binged something, and it was, oh man, that was great. Oh yeah!
VeggieTales.
Oh my
VeggieTales,
gosh!
definitely.
How did we not bring up
Oh,
VeggieTales?
I thought VeggieTales. I was waiting for the right moment.
At the right
At
moment.
the right moment.
Man. Okay, I watched, honestly, out of everything I've mentioned, I probably watched more VeggieTales. In case you can't tell, we're homeschooled. I watched a lot of VeggieTales.
VeggieTales is
More than anything, I think.
We watched
I
a lot of
watched more
VeggieTales.
VeggieTales than anything.
I remember
Poor
I used to
VeggieTales.
watch The Flash a lot. I'd watch that with my
Oh,
mom
yeah.
and parents.
Yeah.
Speaking of Flash, the new
dear.
DC movie.
Me and Sophie used to watch. Did you ever watch the Batman show on Netflix? Did you ever watch that,
Oh
the
my
animated series?
Gosh, guys, we've got to stop. I'm having too many core memories. Me and my cousin would watch the heck out of that show. That
We did too.
And it scared my sister so badly when Joker would pull up. I don't know if you remember. This is a core memory of scaring her. So many core memories. This dadgum.
Dang.
Of Joker pulling up on the fire truck. And he hits him with a smile. But I really, really enjoyed scaring her with Joker. Because at the time I didn't understand how fear worked. I wasn't
You
scared.
didn't know how fear worked?
I wasn't scared of anything yet.
How was one scared?
Yeah.
What is fear?
What is
What is fear?
That was.
Bubble
The Bubble
Guppy?
Guppies? Did you watch Bubble Guppies?
I watched a little bit of Bubble Guppies.
I
Yeah.
watched Breadwinners.
Guppies.
Some.
Okay.
Ben 10. I watched Ben 10 a lot.
I watched a little bit of.
I didn't watch
10.
Ben 10 until I babysat a kid, and that was the only thing that would keep him happy.
Yeah.
Was Ben 10.
Did y'all watch Adventure Time at all?
No.
Yeah, I don't think my parents allowed
Yeah, I
me
didn't.
to.
I see Adventure
Are you
Time.
Googling? old
Yeah,
shows?
I'm looking up all
Early
the Cartoon Network.
2000s.
Adventure Time was one of the shows that my parents were convinced. Oh
The
my
Wiggles.
gosh!
Did you not watch The Wiggles?
The Wiggles. Sophie just said the Wiggles.
Kim
Yeah.
Possible. Rugrats.
The Powerpuff Girls.
I never watched
Nope.
Powerpuff Girls. Phineas and Ferb. Do I have to mention?
You want to know something really wild?
Oh.
I wasn't allowed to watch Phineas
and Ferb?
What?
I wasn't allowed to watch Phineas and Ferb. But then as soon as I hit, so it was during COVID, my sister started rewatching them, and bless you.
Thank you.
And I started watching them with her. So this was like early COVID lockdown, right after we watched all the way through Phineas and Ferb, and that was my first time ever watching. I had seen like an episode here or there. That was my first time watching Phineas and Ferb, truly like watching.
I found
thought of
some
one.
shows that are about to like hit a bunch of core memories. All right.
Wait, let me mention one first. Fetch with Rough Ruffman. Did you watch that?
I watched a
Do you remember
ton.
that?
I watched a ton. Blues Clues. I forgot
Blues
about Blues
Clues,
Clues. I
yes.
watched a lot.
Blues
I
Clues.
watched a lot of Blues Clues.
The Looney Tunes.
Nope.
Well,
No.
duh.
Wasn't allowed.
What?
My God.
Scooby Doo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I watched some Scooby Doo.
You weren't allowed to watch Looney Tunes. You're allowed to watch Scooby Doo.
Yep. Well, no,
Dang.
Scooby Doo was like a
always-
an around 8 or 9 thing. Like I wasn't allowed to watch it
the
before
one
that.
Scooby Doo where they thought that it was aliens, but it was just the people in the costumes, and they were like in a mountain or something. I don't remember anything about it. I just remember it was aliens.
I
and
will
watched it
say
a lot.
Scooby Doo scared me for a really long period of time. There was some
Everything
episode.
scared
there was
you.
Stop. Okay, just see.
I thought you said you didn't know what fear was.
Hey.
Okay. It was one of my first experiences with like something that actually scared me, that kept me up. I was around 9 or 10, and it was some they thought it was a demon. And that was my
Oh.
first time. See, I wasn't allowed to watch the Scooby-Doos where it was like something really spiritual,
Demonic or
like demon
ghosts
possession or
yeah.
ghosts or whatnot. I was allowed to watch like, the creepy clown ones.
Yeah.
Didn't scare me. I was allowed to watch a couple of the ghost ones, but like ghosts and demons were something that my parents saw completely differently. They were fine with me seeing ghosts, but demons, they
Yeah.
didn't want me
Yeah.
experiencing a bunch of. And that was
I
the
get
first
that.
time I was like around age 9 or 10. I watched a Scooby-Doo episode that was like, I don't know if my parents pre-screened it or whatnot,
They knew
but
you were
like
watching it.
they must have just not known or something,
Mm-hmm.
because like it scared the crap out of me.
Gotcha.
I didn't sleep for a few nights.
Okay.
Just kidding.
I have 2 others.
All right, go for it.
Oh no.
Johnny
list.
Test. I used to watch
Nope.
that a
I didn't
lot.
watch that.
Wasn't
And-
allowed. No, I'm just kidding.
Johnny Test.
Public school or homeschool or sheltered
then-
homeschool.
And then Lego Ninjago. I used to watch
man.
that so
Didn't
much.
watch that. Me and Sophie watched iCarly. Oh my gosh, the Barbie. Okay, which one though? The Netflix Barbie show or
I
the
watched a
mermaid
lot of the
Barbie ones?
I watched a lot
and
of
the
the
Barbie
Barbie
princesses one, the 12 dancing princesses. Do you remember that one? Me and Sophie used to watch the old Adam West Batman movie over and over, where the Joker and all them dehydrated the what was it? Yes,
People.
dehydrated the people and they became
Beef jerky.
no, dehydrated them and they became piles of colored sand, like dirt. They dehydrated them and turned them into dust. And then they poured water on them and they
That sounds
Sunday
great.
Biscuits movie day and we watched that. So have any of you heard of Zathura?
No.
It's like
I've heard of it,
Jumanji,
but,
space.
Yeah.
And she scared the mess out of her, but she loved it. They were like these aliens at the end, and they scared her so bad, but she loved that movie.
I was a little bit older than 8, but I rewatched the Lego movie a lot. Like, a
Lego movie.
lot.
That is a good movie.
I watched that movie so many times.
Yeah.
I watched the newest Tron. I watched that movie a lot.
Tron Legacy?
I haven't watched any
Yeah.
of
I
those.
I really
watched those.
Huh.
that was a good movie for me. I rewatched it the other week actually.
And I forgot. Have you ever watched The Land Before Time?
I think
I saw it, but it was I must have only seen it.
You're not allowed to watch that.
I watched it was an animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh.
I watched it a lot.
I remember that.
I went through a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles phase when I was
I
like 9
watched
or
it a
10.
lot too.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good.
I'm looking at the shows.
There's been
321
just
Penguins. Did you watch that?
Oh,
321 Penguins. It was by the same people that did Veggie Tales.
This is the most nostalgic Sunday. This is the most
You get a
nostalgic
point
I've been
for knowing
in
3,
years.
2, 1 Penguins.
Years.
It was these.
I want to
this
go watch these kid
spaceship
shows.
toy and these 4, and all the penguins' names rhymed except Kevin.
Why I was allowed to watch these as a kid, I don't know. Madagascar, dude. I watched the
Open
heck
season.
out of some Madagascar.
Open
Wasn't allowed to
season.
watch
Season.
it. Wasn't allowed to watch it. But I was
The-
allowed to
the
watch
one-
Madagascar.
The one with the water park. That one was the funniest.
Oh
The third
yeah,
one,
like the pet water park.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you watch that easy? That's educational-ish.
So I saw the
Yeah.
third night at the museum
That third.
first.
What? That does ruin it. Have you seen the first 2?
Yeah. I've seen the first 2 now.
The second one wasn't. I didn't like the second one.
I wasn't allowed to watch the first and second.
Why?
And I wasn't allowed to watch them until the third came out. Like until I was 8 years old, I wasn't allowed to watch them.
You know, that movie reminds me of an actor, and that actor plays in another movie, Cars.
Man. Okay, I'm gonna have a real unpopular opinion. I have a lot of those. Cars 2 is the best. In my
Which one was Cars 2?
Cars 2 was the Super Spy one. Right. Okay, so Cars 1
Tomato.
racing, Cars 2 Super Spy intercontinental a thriller where
like
there
the
are
third
incredibly
one.
high stakes. Cars 3 racing.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a
Just racing in the
huge
second one.
car
Terminator show.
person.
Yes, Mater's Tall Tales.
Yeah,
Those
I
were the
like
best.
Mater's Tall
Those were
Tales.
the
I wasn't
best.
allowed to watch the one where he goes
Oh my
dadgum, 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 dadgum. The dadgum song one, wasn't allowed to watch it.
Of course not.
That should tell you
'Cause
guys.
that's
It was swearing. My parents consider that swearing, which is hilarious because dadgum is like one of my default phrases now. Like it's
funny. Man,
it's because of that song.
wow.
I was raised wrong. Just kidding.
Man. Well, right now, Timothy has 2 points and Caden has 1 point.
Uh-huh.
So, you can end it now, or you can rock, paper, scissors for
Nope.
all the marbles.
I'm
Nope.
fine with ending it now. Side note.
Nah.
So, Timothy wins with 2 points just because he
What if
knew 3, 2, 1 penguins what?
What if I fight him to the death?
Then whoever dies wins.
Wait a minute. No, I think whoever
Or you
dies
can race
wins.
to the grass.
The biscuits disband.
The biscuits. Meet the new biscuit.
Pull in
Okay.
like a stuffed animal. Wow, so I won.
You win.
Can I give a winner speech?
Sure.
I guess.
I would like to thank everyone who sheltered me. I would like to thank my parents. They didn't shelter me. They did.
Good amount of sheltering.
I have to clarify. It's a good thing, most likely. I definitely wish I could have watched a couple TV shows, but I want to thank y'all for letting me watch 3-2-1 Penguins. I attribute this win to the fact that I was allowed to watch 3-2-1 Penguins. I couldn't have told you that the one's name was Kevin, but I did know. I did know that one of them had rhyming names, and then
Except
the other
one.
dude. Like
Then there's that other guy.
I
Yeah.
understood. I explicitly remembered that, and it's been a really, really long time. But I just, yay, woohoo!
There you go.
I won.
That sun came out fast.
It did.
We're ending at a
You have
perfect
a
time.
loser speech.
Do you?
Just push you out the chair.
Just
Follow.
You just follow. Subscribe, like, follow, whatever you're watching.
we
/
like you
listening
more
to
if
this
you
on.
watch the podcast.
Yes.
Slightly more.
Yes.
Slightly more if you
Do what
watch
she
it.
says.
What? What?
Bye.
She says harmonize. Bye.